Now, let's talk about the owners. Let's talk about the general manager. That's the next topic on the table. No changes, no firings, no more conversation. In essence, Peter Seidler and AJ Preller are going to ignore the media and ignore the boos at home. AJ Preller, very staunch in his support of the roster he put together. Peter Seidler, absolute belief in everything the general manager has accomplished and what the manager is doing in the dugout. Amongst the quotes from Peter Seidler, I value stability. No changes, no firings. I know his Preller's skill set. I know his work of excellence. Bob Melvin, I respect, I trust him. And Peter Seidler's closing comment, we are going to get good. So he has full confidence, and there will be no shakeup. There'll be no dismissals. Doesn't think there'll need to be any radical change on the rosters. In terms of AJ Preller, Bob Melvin is the guy to lead this team. And by the way, the season is not 82 games. The season schedule is 162. I invested in these players. I believe in these players. These players have a track record. Our focus, in essence, it should be your focus, is getting back in the race. So, John, your response to what Seidler had to say, your response to what Preller had to say.
Well, I love the fact that they came out and said something. I mean, Lee, you were calling them out for the lack of leadership. They were kind of in the shadows, not really making public comments. Well, this is what I wanted to hear, and we should have been hearing this months ago when they got off to a slow start. But, they did make some adjustments. Nelson Cruz is gone. There might be a couple more trades. I would expect they're going to go for a DH at the trade deadline. But I like, what Seidler is doing. I mean, dude ponied up all the money. I mean, you can't hate on Seidler. And, he has to show a commitment to his own decision-making, rather than panicking at this point. So I like the decisions to come. I like the message, but still there's flaws in this roster that they've got to fix in the next month.
And, of course, the question is, what do they trade if they think they can rent a veteran DH? What do they trade if they think there's another starting pitcher out there they might need to go get because a chunk of their pitching staff is really dinged up? And by the way, are you willing to go over another luxury tax threshold? Because the implications when you go to the third level are really significant in terms of draft pick loss and in terms of your international signing pool. So that's the bottom line on the Padres. Business as normal starts Friday night against the New York Mets. Then we get to the All-Star break, and then we come out the backside with the second half of the schedule. And we're going to talk Monday. We're going to talk Monday about what is next for the Padres beyond the All-Star break. On we go.